Well, hi, a very warm welcome to Dusty Shelf. I hope you find you well. Something a little bit different today. So, I'm heading to a railway exhibition just over the other side of the River Thames, in the sort of Greenwich area. And I thought, rather than going across the Dartford Bridge, I'd come across the old Woolwich Ferry, which, if you're not aware, is still in existence. Those from the southeast are probably fully aware that the ferry still exists and it's here, but I guess if you're from other parts of the country or overseas, you won't necessarily be aware of it. So the ferry has been here long before, well, basically the Blackwall Tunnel and the Dartford Tunnel. Not as popular or as used as frequently as it used to be. And to be fair, I mean, I don't know how many years it will carry on. We've got the new tunnel under the Thames opening in April, the Silvertown Tunnel, which is going to run almost parallel to the Blackwall Tunnel, just to the right of us. And to the left, you've got the Dartford Bridge with the Dartford crossing, so bridge going one way and two tunnels going the other way. And yeah, the little Woolwich Ferry has been going many years. We're just crossing the flight path here for the city airport. That's to the right of me. I can see the runway. Yeah, nothing landing at the moment. And we're now coming into the old Docklands. So to the right, I can see Canary Wharf. Unfortunately, I can't turn the camera, but to the right of me is Canary Wharf and all the industrial, the financial district of London. And this area here used to be the main docks of London, and as you can see from all of the houses and buildings here, it's been very much built on and regenerated since the docks closed. Certainly my grandfather used to work in the docks here, and yeah, this area of Woolwich, my mum tells stories of coming to work with me dad and going back and forth on the Woolwich Ferry when it was steam powered. So obviously a very long time ago. This is a 20 limit, and there we go, that guy there just belted past. I tell you, some of the driving these days is absolutely crazy. You know, 20 mile an hour speed limit, whether you agree with it or not, it's still the rules. Right, and you can see we're heading down through old Woolwich. There, the restrictions for the Woolwich Ferry: no gas, no explosives, etc, etc. Right, and turn down here. So yeah, if you are coming down to the Dartford Tunnel and you've got a little bit of time, this is probably about another, I'd say 20 minutes, half an hour further down the A13, and then you take the exit off and follow the signs for the ferry. But I mean, it's just something different, isn't it? To the right of us, by the way, is the old Woolwich station that used to be a railway museum. It used to be a rather good railway museum, and yeah, it disappeared now. And this little turret here on the right hand side, this is foot tunnel. I'm not sure if it's one of Brunel's, but obviously there's a spiral staircase that goes all the way down, and then there's a tunnel under the Thames for pedestrians. It doesn't look to be open at the moment. Not sure whether that's still open or, you know, it's closed for good. Yeah, back to the museum. It used to be a really good railway museum there. Used to have a couple of carriages outside, if I remember, but lots of models in there. I used to quite enjoy going to that museum, but yeah, closed down now and long gone. So here we go, round onto the quayside, waiting for the ferry. Let's go down the outside here. So let's see what we can see. Now, looking at the boat over the other side of the river, it looks to be just leaving, so it shouldn't be too long, and then we can make our way down onto the boat. Right, well, it wasn't actually the boat going; it was actually docking. I can see the one on the far side just pulling up to the ramps, and yeah, the one on this side has now stopped moving. So I'm guessing Any second now the ramps are going to lower, and we shall see the other cars coming off. Right, the ramps have just gone down, so as I say, we'll see the cars coming off in a second. Now, a bit of a confession, so this is actually the second week in a row I've used the ferry. Last week I was heading down to Canterbury and I came across on the ferry to film a little bit of extra footage that I'm going to cut in and out. So yeah, I've actually done 2 crossings on the ferry in recent days. I'll go the barriers. Certainly many more cars today than there was last week. I'm a little bit later in the day, it's after lunchtime this week. Last week it was about 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, so yeah, clearly busier in the afternoon. Okay, and on we go down onto the boat. Much higher tide this week. Oh, that's a shame, look. I've got a van pulled right in, blocking the view. So as I say, this is just something a little bit different. You know, especially if you've got kids, I guess, if you want to break the journey up. Alright, you know, if you are crossing the Dartford Bridge, you know, that takes 5 minutes. This is probably going to take you 40 minutes, maybe even an hour to drive down the river, cross on the boat and then drive back up the other side. But it's something different, and as I say, how much longer is it going to be here? To actually cross the Thames on a ferry, pretty unique. I can't think of any other major rivers, certainly in the UK, that you can cross by ferry anymore. But as I say, if you've got kids, you want to break up the journey, what a great thing to do. And I have mentioned already, it's free. There is no charge on this, so whereas with the Dartford Bridge you're paying £2 or £3 to get across now, same Blackwall Tunnel shortly will have a sorry, let me start again. The Blackwall Tunnel shortly, I believe, will also be a chargeable crossing. So your next free crossing will be Tower Bridge, which is way down the river. I think when the Silvertown Tunnel opens, they're going to put charges on both the Blackwall and Silvertown. You'll have charges on Dartford, and this remains here, free crossing. As I say, the next one is almost down into the city, which is Tower Bridge. Still loading cars onto the back of the boat. I'm just looking, the ramps haven't lifted yet. As I say, the crossing here, I'm going to dub in footage from last week as well. So we'll jump around a little bit, but hopefully give you a flavour of the experience.
Please listen carefully to the following announcement. In the unlikely event of an emergency requiring evacuation, you will hear a series of short blasts followed by a prolonged blast on the ship's horn. The ship is fitted with life rafts and life buoys arranged to be launched by the crew. If an emergency arises, you should proceed to the muster station at each end of the traffic deck. A member of the crew will instruct you in the use of equipment and assist you to leave the vessel if necessary. Thank you for your attention.
It's the ramps lifting at the tail of the boat. with it being a roll-on, roll-off ferry, does it have a bow and a stern? I don't know. Or does the bow and the stern change depending on which orientation the cars are facing? I've no idea. When this spins round, it is very disconcerting facing forward. You've almost got tunnel vision with the two sides of the boat, so it's quite an experience to be sitting here with it spinning round. Just down the river you'll see the Thames flood barrier. So if you're not aware, there is a barrier across the Thames that lifts on high tide and flood tides that protects the City of London from flooding. You just make it out there, those silver turrets out of the water. There's gates that lift off the riverbed and raise up and block the river from flooding, or block the city from flooding, I should say. Been there about 25 years now, the flood barrier, raising more and more in recent times. And we're almost there. What a unique experience. Yes, as I was saying, we've got the Thames flood barrier in the direction of London, so heading up the Thames, you go round past the Greenwich Peninsula, past the O2 Dome, and then your next step is Tower Bridge. And then the other direction, sort of behind us at the moment, is heading out towards the Thames estuary, so you go underneath the Dartford Bridge on the M25, and next stop will be Southend Pier, as you go out past Tilbury and Canvey Island. Southend Pier, and I did a video on the pier just recently. Check it out. I did take the train right out to the end. Very, very interesting, and I really enjoyed myself on that. So very, very peaceful at the far end of the pier, and well worth a visit. I also got in the Pier Museum, which was a first for me. I'm kind of heading towards the quayside again now. This is on the far side of the river. Obviously not the longest of journeys, but as I say, it is free of charge. So something a little bit different, and I guess especially if you've got kids and you want to break the journey up 20 minutes further up the river rather than just going across the Dartford Bridge, paying your toll to go across there, you can come up here and bring the kids on a boat across the River Thames. See how far out the river is today, and also you can see how tidal the Thames is. If you see how far down the river is up until the waterline, I mean that's got to be a good, I don't know, 10 metres maybe. That's the kind of tidal raise of the Thames. Gonna wait for these ramps to go down, and then we disembark, just creeping forward. Let's see if we bump Oh no, we did bump.
Passengers are reminded they must vacate the vessel on completion of each crossing.
And down come the ramps.
Starting route to Margate. Head west on Ferry approach.
On this side, I'll just do my windows up. Right, heading back into the Woolwich Ferry, this time on my way back. And let's take the exit.
At the lights, turn left, then bear left.
And let's head down to the boat. Up the top there, captain's quarters, I guess. Captain's quarters. Bridge was the word I was looking for. Go, that's the Woolwich Ferry. If you're in the area, do come and check it out. You know, it makes a bit of a difference
Turn
going
right.
over on the Dartford Bridge. And yeah, as I say, if you've got kids, it's even better.
At the next lights, turn right.
Excuse my sat nav there. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up, and why not check out the channel. Lots on there, and if you can subscribe, you'd be doing me a really big favour. With that, I'll wrap this one up. Just say thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.